I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president. And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is, putting women down. That's not acceptable.
Respectfully, President Obama, what you said is not acceptable. I'm gonna say it again. Respectfully, what you said is not acceptable.
Stephen A., can you finally come out and tell everybody you voting for Trump? There ain't no way you just made a video explaining why you should never vote for Kamala Harris and these Democrats, but you ain't vote for Trump. Watch the video. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Go right now and get you a yard sign. They're available right now. Check your email if you put your email in to notify me, or if not, and you've just been waiting for it to be back in stock, the yard signs are back in stock. The Trump Vance yard signs are back in stock. Get them now because they're going to be out of here. There was probably double the amount of people that requested than that we have in stock. So if everybody that was requested buy one, you ain't going to get yours, all right? So go on and get it if you want it now. Link will be in the description section. Put a discount code up here, Nick, for the people that are watching. Here's a discount that you can use for the store. And I'd say if you use the discount, you might as well get a sign and some merch. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Stephen A. Smith. The gift that keeps simping. Only reason I say that about Stephen A., because I got some respect for Stephen A. I think he's smart. I like his takes a lot. But the man just refused to come across with the hot sauce and just tell the world that Donald Trump is a better candidate. I like how he chastised Barack Obama, rightfully so, for the stupid stuff that he said the other day, which I think backfired in a tremendous way with black men who got common sense. But Stephen A. refused to just come out and say he's supporting Trump. But I want y'all to hear what he had to say, because I thought it was a pretty good take. And enough is enough with these Democrats trying to make men be a certain way. And I'll say this before I get into the video. Give me 20 seconds. I think this is a referendum for black men against the system and for men against women. And I'm keeping it real. It's a referendum because men are so sick and tired of being told that your toxic masculinity is taking over and you're this and you're that, and a woman should be doing this, and women and men are right, and women out here advocating to take the life of the unborn. I mean, you got all this stuff that's happening. Men are like, I'm sick of this. Y'all not finna play us no more. You're not finna simp to us no more. You guys have chose your battle, and your battle does not support men, and it does not support white men, and now we realize it don't support black men. Y'all hate men.
I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
See, I'm going to shame you because you think this food is probably menopausal, is not good for the country, can't answer questions, don't talk about the economy, failed as a VP, administration has failed us. She want to take your guns. She want to take away your right to freedom of speech, pretty much, especially on social media platforms. The woman want to just give money away, don't know how to pay for it, can't tell you how she going to pay for it. She ain't going to pay for it. She want to make the rich pay their fair share, but she can't give you any plan how they going to make that happen now, and y'all done had 100 years to do it. And now you going to do it today. How? Okay. And they want to shame you, black men and men. How dare you not let a woman run the country? Your toxic masculinity is in the way. Women built this country on your dead body, but they built the country. Men are sick of that stuff, man. Y'all not finna play us. Especially not black men. Roll the clip.
And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you? Because you think that's a sign of strength? Because that's what being a man is? Putting women down?
Putting women down.
That's not
Being
acceptable.
Respectfully, President Obama, what you said is not acceptable. I'm going to say it again. Respectfully, what
Say
you
it louder.
said is not acceptable. Not to me, not to a host of black men out there. You see, what you're missing is that you're basically accusing black men who come up with a reason to not support Kamala Harris as engaging in misogyny. Whatever happened to disagreeing without being disagreeable, President Obama? What happened to that? All of a sudden, we want to challenge men and our love and our affection as black men for black women. We want to bring that into question because we've got an election coming up and people may have the temerity to think differently than you. It's because she's a woman that she's in danger of losing this election? Didn't Hillary Clinton win the popular vote in 2016? Didn't she get over 2.8 million more votes than Donald Trump in the popular vote for the 2016 election? Last time I checked, she's a woman. Are we there sitting here and implying that black men would be more apropos to support a white woman than a black woman? Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying? It's a rhetorical question because it makes no sense to me. President Obama, why didn't you tell the folks with the cameras rolling and the black men in attendance that there's been diminishing black voters, particularly black men, since you were in office? In 2008, 95% of the black voted for Barack Obama. It dipped in 2012 by about 6 to 8%. It dipped another 6% in 2016 when Hillary was running. It dipped even more in 2020 when Trump ran against Biden. It's been dipping since 2008. It didn't just start. Was that about misogyny? Was that about a hesitancy to support our women? I am getting sick and tired of black men being raked through the coals because of some imagery of not being supportive of black women. Do you know what most black men would do if they saw a black woman getting harmed in the streets? They put their lives on the line for that sister. We talked about the absence of black fathers in the past. What do we do simultaneously? We applaud the mothers who've uplifted us, who've nurtured us, who've made us into who we are. I can make an argument. No one loves women, particularly black women, more than black men. No.
Hold on a second. Hold the phone. But here is the crazy part. Here is the crazy part. We are expected to give unadulterated support to Kamala Harris because she black. Because black people stick with black people. But she married a white man. So we supposed to support black, and she didn't even support black with a man that she married for the rest of her life. No kids. She not raising black kids. She didn't have unwavering support in the black community, did she? An unwavering support of black people would be that you married a black man. But you think we're supposed to be stupid and go off of no instinct whatsoever, no fact-based logic whatsoever, to just pick you because you black. And you ain't even black. You see, like, I don't know what to call her. I don't even know if she black. But anyway, let's just say she claims she black. But when she was picking the most important person in her life, she didn't pick black blindly. I'm not saying she should have, but you want us to blindly support her because she black. She didn't blindly pick her husband because he's black. She picked the person that was best fit for her lifestyle and what she wanted to do moving forward after she got ran through with Willie Brown them. Let's keep it real. And she picked the person that's best for her life, and the person is not black. So why can't we pick the person that's best for America, and if that person is not black, we get applauded like she getting applauded? I'm just saying.
But you must know this. Black men support the Democratic Party more than everyone. That means we support the Democratic Party more than white women, more than white men, more than Latino women, more than Latino men, more than Asian women, more than Asian men. Nobody, in terms of percentage, supports the Democratic Party more than black people.
Which is a shame, but keep going.
Black women first, black men second. Even as we sit here today, as Kamala Harris is neck and neck with Donald Trump, she's getting at least 80% of the black vote, according to the polls. And if there's a question mark about her, why don't we tell the truth? It may very well have nothing to do with her, per se, but what she has inherited. You have a president in Joe Biden who has his own history. Don't get me started with the crime bill of 1994. We want to bring up...
him doing the eulogy of Robert Byrd, who was a former Klans member, or him calling Strom Thurmond his mentor, and Strom was a racist, or them supporting Planned Parenthood founder Margaret Sanger was a eugenicist and a racist. You want to keep going? Okay.
Trump in the 70s and rent control and all, and denying rent to black folks. We don't want to bring up Biden and how he got along with segregationists in the 70s.
Strom Thurmond.
We don't want to bring up how Kamala Harris, then a presidential candidate in 2020, called him out for his support of segregationists when it came to busing. We want to ignore that.
She called him a racist, pretty much, in the debate.
You don't think black people heard that? You don't think there's some...
Nah, but y'all not listening, though. Y'all not listening, Stephen A. You ain't listening. You heard all that. You still in the middle. Come on, bro.
Trepidation in the hearts and the minds of black people from time to time, at least from the past? Not even talking about what he's done during this administration, which some people will believe his policies and his heart have been in the right place in some of their eyes. You're President Obama. How do you ignore that? Inflation, the cost of living, the price of gas, the price of groceries. That don't matter? Folks ain't paying attention to that? Immigration and our borders. And this belief that there's an elevated level of sensitivity towards them, as opposed to black folks struggling, if not starving in this country. Yes, that plays a role too. I brought it up right here on this show. When the mayor of New York was talking about $53 million in prepaid credit cards for immigrants who came across our borders.
Illegal immigrants, bro.
Legally, and having prepaid credit cards for them. And I said, wait a minute, black folks been starving for years. We ain't get that. You don't think they notice? You don't think they notice?
Black people did get that. They have food stamps and they have affirmative action and all kind of programs. But these people are illegally in our country. So if you got the money to give, why can't you just give to some black people in the community, some single mothers in the community that's trying to make it right, you know, trying to raise their kids and the daddy ain't nowhere to be found? Why? I'm telling you, if I actually saw a Democrat actually do something about the issues they complain about, that would be a Democrat that's hard to beat in an election. These people can actually say, as a mayor of New York, I'm going to give money because that's what they want to do, give your taxpayer to these people. I don't think many people would be so upset if they said, I'll propose to give this to help single mothers and help mentoring programs to get these young boys father mentors or male mentors, father figures in their lives. People probably wouldn't complain, but y'all won't use that money for nothing like that. We're going to spend this money to help these schools, and then y'all don't want to do that. Y'all giving to illegal immigrants coming to our country, robbing and stealing and thugging, and with a debit card full of money on taxpayer dollar. Okay.
Is it possible that the only reason some black folks, not me, may not be inclined to vote, or they may be a bit disenchanted, or dare I say may even be willing to go as far as voting for Trump? Is it possible that it's policy as opposed to misogyny? Is it possible that they looked at a Democratic Party that is locked in on addressing or not addressing immigration and folks crossing the borders illegally, and have prioritized focusing on that along with other issues, identity politics and beyond, that has become such a focal point that has turned off folks in the African American community? Some, not most, not all, just some.
Why not you though, Stephen? Why not you, bro? How you keep exempting yourself from logic? You make a compelling argument about how all this stuff is wrong and how black people are moving away because the Democrats are doing this, and it's not you. But you ain't. I understand, bro. You got a large black audience, and they pay you. You got this contract, and you're probably looking at the numbers, and 60-70% of people that watch you is black, and probably not, but a large percentage of per capita people that watch you is black, and you don't want to lose them. So you toe the line. Stop it already. There ain't no reason for you to vote for a Democrat, Stephen A. Not one reason.
Is that possible? And is it possible that that is the reason why even Kamala Harris herself has become a bit more assertive in addressing the issue of immigration, in addressing the economy, in addressing a plan for Black America as it pertains to facilitating more business loans for minority ownership and things of that ilk? Is it possible that black folks, particularly black men, more so than the black women, who you look at Roe v. Wade and the women's rights and what have you in Trump's position, he's got no chance in hell of luring them in. But is it possible that when it comes to the men are saying, wait a minute, get all that, but what you gonna do for us? Could it be the issue as opposed to just misogyny? You know the answer to that question better than me, bro. The right may have a problem with you. Folks on the left, Democrats, progressives, you're revered. As a black man who is an independent, you are an incredible role model and somebody that I have admired for years. But to say that to black men, to attribute their hesitancy, their reluctance, their reticence to support Kamala Harris, to you just don't want to support a woman, really? Respectfully, sir, that's messed up.
Still gonna vote for the Democrat. That's what kind of man he is. But I agree with him. It is messed up. There's no logic in it. These people don't care about you. They've gotten so high on the high horse, they know they can just tell you anything and y'all fall for it for the last 60, 70 years. Why change it now? Some of y'all still fall for it. Stephen A. talk all that noise, he's still gonna vote for them Democrats. So they know they can talk to y'all like that because y'all silly. Y'all in silly mode. You can tell me how many points LeBron James scored, but you can't tell me a policy that Kamala Harris is presenting that can help you, but yet you vote for. Y'all got to wake up, man. I think a lot of black men are waking up, but men got to wake up, and black men especially have to wake up. We got to quit letting these people run our country. We didn't let women run our country too much. And now we've been feminized, and that's not the way God orchestrated it. Women are literally raising your kids in school, raising your kids through college with these professors, daycares and all kind of stuff. The women. And then women now want to tell a man what masculinity is and shame you if you dare think that challenge their perception of false masculinity. I want to tell you a woman is just as equal as a man in everything in life, except for the things that take manual labor. You know, we men need to stop being backseat drivers in this thing. Take your rightful position that God has called you to. We should be leading the country. We should be leading our families. And all these, outside extremity type of personalities takes the back seat to real men in a real direction. That's my opinion. We need to quit all this. Women need to stay in their place, and men need to take their place. You feckless, weenie, crybaby dudes just messing the country up. And these butchy, I want to be a man, wear the pants, but I don't want the full responsibility. Women need to stay in your place. There's a place for a man and a woman. And yeah, there's a little bit of crossover there. There's some extraordinary people that can do extraordinary different things. But generally speaking, most of y'all got a job to do. And you need to take that role so we can both do the thing. Everybody trying to be the quarterback. Everybody ain't going to be the quarterback on the team, bruh. Somebody got to block. Somebody got to play defense. Somebody got to call the plays. Everybody can't be Tom Brady. Why would we get that at this point? Everybody can't be the man. Somebody got to be the man in the family, and other people got to do everything else so we can win. Two people trying to be the man of the house is not going to work. The defensive end, the tight end, the tackle, the guard are just as important as the quarterback. They don't get to shine, but there ain't no quarterback if nobody blocking. It's the same thing about a man. A man, yeah, man may get the accolades and whatever. There ain't no quality man without a good woman. Maybe she get the accolades, maybe she don't. But the bottom line is your team winning? Are y'all winning championships or y'all losing? I can go on and on about this. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.